It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. Well, this is it, the last qualifying game, and we will have our 4 semifinalists. Benjamin Tasker, Walker Mill, Martin Luther King, and one of these 2 schools vying for the county championship. Let's meet the teams right now. First from Greenbelt Middle School, would you please say hello to Noah Strauss-Riggs, Chloe Mshana, and Michael Huang. And from Kenmoor Middle School, here they are, Sarai D'Souza, John Watson, and Mizan Abraha. And now here are the categories of questions we use on our Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing, and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, our easy questions are on our game board on the left, worth 5 and 10 points. The tougher ones 15, 20, and ultimately 25. We start our teams out with 50 points. Never a penalty for an incorrect answer. And at the end of the 2 rounds, one of these 2 schools will be joining the other 3 vying for the county championship. Let's go over and make sure everything is working properly. Chloe, would you try the red team's buzzer? Looks and sounds good. Good luck to you and to Mike and to Noah. And John, how about Kenmoor's? It too looks and sounds just fine. Good luck to you and to Sarai and to Mizan. And congratulations, guys, for making it this far in the competition. You're all just terrific players. Let's have a great game. We go alphabetically on the bowl, G before K. So Greenbelt, Chloe, let's play it.
Zoo Parade for 15.
Zoo Parade for 15 points is a multiple choice question. Teams, China sadly has relaxed the ban on tiger bone and rhino horn. Rhinos and tigers are known as charismatic animals because they're attractive, endangered, or dangerous.
Endangered. Endangered.
Not endangered. Charismatic animals like tigers and rhinos are called that because they're attractive, endangered, or dangerous.
Attractive.
Attractive, absolutely right. Those are the big animals that people are attracted to, like pandas are charismatic animals. Okay, go red.
Body systems for 15.
Body systems for 15 points. Teams, when an animal or human being, we're animals, when we die, rigor mortis sets in. We get stiff because our muscles are no longer relaxed. They're all this. Greenbelt.
They're constricted or taut, like.
Not quite. Kenmoor.
Contracted.
Contracted, not constricted. Contracted is what we wanted. Thank you. Go green.
Let's get physical for 15.
Physical for 15 points. Teams, if you journey to the center of the earth, it is not molten, even though the temperature is 6,000 degrees, because of the high pressure on all sides. These 2 elements, Fe and Ni, are solid.
Iron and nitrogen?
Nope. Kenmoor, Ni and Fe. What are the 2 elements?
Iron and nickel?
Nickel is correct. Yes, indeed. If you hadn't said nitrogen the first time there. Go green.
Green things for 15.
Green things for 15 points. Teams, this is hard to believe, but back in 1771, Ben Franklin told homeowners to cut down as many trees as they could around the house because he thought they were poisonous. He did not know that they produced this. Kenmoor?
Oxygen.
Oxygen, absolutely right. Should have put more trees in there. Ben was a smart guy, but not when it came to photosynthesis. Go green.
Science Potpourri for 15.
Science Potpourri for 15 points. Teams, we know that detectives oftentimes can derive DNA from this body reaction, often provoked by a feather or pepper.
Sneezing.
Greenbelt.
Sneezing.
Sneezing, yes. A sneeze can often provide DNA. Good. Go. Red.
Dayline science for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. Teams, before the periodic table, the ancients thought there were just 4 elements: earth, wind, and these 2. Earth, wind, and what are the other 2?
Fire and water.
You got them both. Absolutely right. All right. That score now. 95 Greenbelt, 95 Kenmoor. Advantage Chloe.
Green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Teams, lettuce, kale, and collards are known as these kinds of greens. Greenbelt.
Pass to Noah.
Leafy?
Again?
Leafy?
Leafy greens. That's it. Yes, sir. Good. Go.
Zoo parade for 10.
Super parade for 10 points. Teams, artificial intelligence engineers have come up with something called Tarzan the robot. The robot can move through the trees like this sloth, like a sloth, like Flash in Zootopia. Go red.
Body systems for 10.
Sorry, green. Body systems for 10 points. Teams, if you go to see the movie It, and that awful clown comes up, some people let out blood-curdling screams. What you got?
Because they have fear and their adrenaline goes up.
You're so close. Kenmoor, all of that adrenaline and all that fear causes the blood to actually do this. So a blood-curdling scream makes sense.
To boil?
To clot. So if you get cut, it's fight or flight. You will heal quickly. So adrenaline was involved there. No points go green. 105, everybody.
Science potpourri for 10.
Potpourri for 10 points. Teams, if you put a fluorescent gene in a corn plant, what will it do? Kenmoor?
Light up.
It'll light up. It'll glow in the dark. For what purpose, we don't know, but scientists like to do that. Go again, green.
Dayline science for 10.
Dateline for 10 points. Oh my gosh. Honey, I shrunk the kids.
Shrink ray?
What's that?
Shrink ray?
No, let me finish it for Greenbelt. You jumped in too fast. Honey, I shrunk the kids, and Ralph just broke the what?
Internet.
Internet, that's it. Good. Go green. Go red.
Let's get physical for 10.
Get physical for 10 points. Teams, ice floats because when it freezes, it becomes less what? Less what? Greenbelt.
Dense.
Dense. That's the word. Good. All right. The buzzer says we've come the end to a very active first round here. What a close game we have. Greenbelt 125, Kenmoor 115. We'll be back with part 2 in just a moment. Welcome back to Science Bowl. Thank you for joining us today. What a terrific game here. That lead is going back and forth, testifying to the skill of these young people here. A lot of them are veterans of our game, and what I really like, not only are they smart, wonderful kids, they're great sportsmen, and they're getting along well here. You'd think they were the best of friends, and in some cases, maybe they are. Let's find out about them. If you've not met them before, you're in for a treat. Let's go to Greenbelt. And Chloe, tell us about Greenbelt Middle School. It's a relatively new school, and who's your principal?
Dr. Valentine.
Dr. Valentine. And who's the coach of your team?
Miss Paginson.
Yes, and she's a very serious coach, and she has prepared you guys well. And Chloe, when you started this year, it was your first time here,
yes.
And you've grown in stature. It's like you've been here all your career. You're a very good player. Tell us about yourself. What do you do in your spare time?
I really like to read, and I also play the cello, and also on the debate team, so it's like
Yeah, she has a wonderful sense of poise and a great command of the language, and she's a wonderful captain. Tell us something about Greenbelt that you think everybody should know.
Greenbelt really allows the chance for you to do what you would like to do, because we have both creative arts classes and like science in the core classes, and we have many advanced classes like biology, which is a new course to our school, and geometry and algebra, and we also have a new dance program, and we also have orchestra, choir, and band.
Wow. I want to go to Greenbelt Middle School. Sounds like a great place to go. No, you don't. Tell me, do you have any alternates on your team?
Yes, we have Hannah, Maya, Fiona, Robin, and Ruby.
You really do have alternates. You've got a lot. They'll bring them out, and they're down there yelling and screaming for you and trying to yell the answers through the wall, but we can't hear them, I assure you that. Mike, nice to have you back again. Future psychiatrist, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you seem like the ideal young person. You do your homework, you practice. What do you practice?
I play piano.
You
and
play the piano, and then you
occasionally
try to find time for other things. So you're going to be successful whatever you choose. And you told me you're interested in psychiatry, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. How long have you been interested in that?
About a year, actually.
About a year. Yeah. Well, the human brain is terra incognita. There's a lot of things we don't know yet, and of course, that's the whole point of psychiatry and psychology, because Chloe is interested in research psychology. And Noah, you are a talented musician. It comes in the family. And tell us what your favorite instrument is, because he plays a number of them.
Ooh, that's hard.
Choosing your favorite child here.
My favorite's probably violin, if only because I've been playing that the most diligently. But also, you get so much more range on the violin than on a lot of other instruments.
It's a good observation. And you'd like to be a teacher someday and or a musician.
Yeah.
Would you like to teach music?
Yeah,
Possibly.
that sounds fun.
Yeah, you could even do that as a private practice if you wanted. Nice to have you back again. Kenmoor, nice to have you guys with us. And John, you're a veteran of this show. You've been here so many times. You could do my job. And not only do you know your science, but I like your deportment. I like how you play the game. Tell us about Kenmoor. Who's your principal?
Miss Foley.
Wonderful. And I know she is always proud to send you over here. And Miss Novick, your coordinator and your sponsor, the tag coordinator. We had a last-minute opening, and she was so happy to get Kenmoor back in the competition, because Kenmoor, if you look at our Hall of Fame, Kenmoor's name is up there more than any other. So you have a rich tradition behind you. What do you like about the school, John?
So Kenmoor is like a family because we look out for each other, and if you need help, help is always there.
You're a family. Boy, that says it all. It says it all. I know at Roosevelt they have something called the Roosevelt Way, and everybody sticks together because they're all in it, because everybody represents the whole school. It sounds like Kenmoor is like that. And someday you want to be a geneticist or a research scientist, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you'll be successful whatever you choose, young man. Mizan, nice to have you here today. You like science fiction books?
Yes.
Yeah? And science fiction oftentimes becomes science reality. You know, all of the devices we have now, Buck Rogers imagined them years and years ago, and we laughed at it. Even the Jetsons, but I want those cars that fly through the air. Tell me what you want to do someday.
I want to learn more about animals and plants and all nature.
Yeah, because you're
related.
interested in ecology, aren't you?
Yes.
You know, you'd like to aspire to be that, and you'll be successful as well. And Sarai, how many times have you been on this show now?
3. This is my 3rd time.
3 times, yeah. She was with us in elementary school, and now she is here in middle school. What do you like about the show?
I just like the questions. It's always challenging. You get make new friends like John and me.
What a nice thing to say. And this is a young lady who's used to competition because she plays 3 sports and she plays musical instruments, and I told her once before we're going to see her in the Olympics someday, and I didn't just say that. I think that's going to be true. Let's get back to our game. Kenmoor 115, Greenbelt 125, lots of points to give away. The big ones and the little ones. Go red.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, pollinators like bees do eat pollen, but mostly they're there for this. Kenmoor? What you got, John?
Pollination?
No. Pollinators like bees, yes, they eat pollen, but mostly they're there for what, Chloe?
Nectar.
The nectar, yeah. They want the sweet stuff down there. They got the sweet tooth. Go red.
Zoo parade for 5.
Zoo parade for 5 points. Teams Toys R Us, sadly, is gone. But Jeffrey, this mascot, is still around, John.
The giraffe.
Giraffe, yeah. In the Kroger stores, Toys R Us is now in the aisle. So it's not completely gone. In Giraffe, Jeffrey is still going around. Go green.
Body systems for 5.
Body systems for 5 points. Teams, if you're starting to get old and aged, you're said to be getting long in this body part, Greenbelt.
You're getting long in your legs.
Not your legs, no. Kenmoor, if you're getting old and aged, you're said to be getting long in these, especially the canines.
Teeth.
Teeth, you're getting long in the tooth. Go, green.
Let's get physical for 5.
Physical for 5 points. Teams, if you saw the movie Despicable Me, you know that Dr. Nefario came up with an anti-what serum. Yes, Greenbelt.
Anti-gravity.
Anti-gravity. Remember the minions, they kept going, and he's, I don't know how I'm going to get them back. Go green. Red, rather.
Science potpourri for 5.
Is it red? Yes. Okay. All right. Science potpourri for 5 points. Teams, you've seen it. Wasps. They sting a cockroach, they paralyze it, it's still alive, and the wasp lays an egg, and the egg eats the cockroach from the inside out. The cockroach is like the living dead. It's a what?
Zombie.
It's a zombie. Yeah, go red.
Dayline science for 5.
Dayline science for 5 points. The Washington Post said one of the 50 best books last year was titled Eager, the surprisingly secret life of this. Yes. Don't ring in unless you have an idea. What do you want to tell me?
Pets?
What?
Secret Life of Pets?
No. Greenbelt. The book title, one of the 50 best books last year, according to the Washington Post, is Eager, the surprisingly secret life of this mammal. It's damn good.
Oh, a beaver.
A beaver. Yeah. Okay. Go red.
That's how you get away with
Green
it.
things for 20.
Green things for 20 points is a visual question. Everybody look at the monitor, please. Score update 145 Greenbelt, 125 Kenmoor. This is a 20-point question. Kenmoor, you can tie it up. This bonsai tree, as you see, has fall leaves, which will soon drop, meaning that like a lot of trees around here, Greenbelt,
Deciduous.
it's deciduous. You got that right. Go red.
Zoo parade for 20.
Zoo parade for 20 points. Teams, there's a wonderful fish called the archer fish. From underwater, it can spy a bug on a leaf and it can shoot water up and knock that bug into the water. To do that, it has to understand what physical property. It has to understand what in order to do that?
Surface tension?
Not surface tension. That's a good try. What does it have to master? What physical property?
Pressure.
Refraction. Refraction. Because when light goes from one medium to another, it curves. So that fish has to compensate when he shoots. Go red.
Zoo parade for 25.
Zoo parade for 25 points. Team's two-part answer. The Archaeopteryx is one of the most famous fossils ever found. It means ancient wing. It is supposed to be the link between what two groups of creatures? Greenbelt.
Birds and dinosaurs.
Yes, birds and dinosaurs. Absolutely right. Yes, go.
Body systems for 25.
Body systems for 25 points. All right, your question is as follows. Again, a two-part answer. The herpes simplex virus is responsible for both this childhood disease.
Chickenpox and shingles.
You got that right, Sarai. She was waiting for that one. Good, good. Kenmoor, go.
Body systems for 20.
Body systems for 20 points. Simone Biles, the night before the National Gymnastics Championship, developed pain in her back. It turned out to be one of these rocks in her renal organ.
A kidney stone.
She had a kidney stone. Yes, and she recovered and competed the next day. Go, red.
Let's get physical for 20.
Physical for 20 points. Teams, the jeans that you wear are dyed in a vat. Might have jumped in too soon there, John.
Indigo.
Yes, indeed. The vat is filled with indigo dye. You did not jump in too fast. Good answer. Go.
Let's get physical for 25.
Physical for 25 points. Teams, chemical reactions that suck up energy are endothermic. Those that give off energy,
Exothermic.
they're exothermic. That's it. Go.
Science potpourri for 20.
Potpourri for 20 points. Teams, tube worms are found in hydrothermal vents, which are found where? Where would you find hydrothermal vents, Greenbelt?
At the seafloor.
Seafloor, the bottom of the ocean, yes. Hot water coming up, and that's what those tube worms like. All right, 255, Kenmoor. Come on, Kenmoor. You got to do it all. You got to wipe the board. Go red.
Line science for 25.
Here it is. Visual. Look at the monitor. Teams, the Hubble Space Telescope had trouble recently with its equilibrium because this device was not working right. Red.
Can I pass to Michael?
You may.
Gyroscope?
It is a gyroscope. You got that, Mike. Good. Go.
Green things for 25.
Green things for 25 points. Teams, what F initial process describes when ripe fruit with yeast.
Fermentation.
Fermentation. That's it, John. Good. Thank you, Mizan and Sarai. Go.
Science potpourri for 25.
Potpourri for 25 points. Teams, we all know that LED stands for a light emitting diode. For 25 points, tell me what LCD stands for.
Pass to Michael.
Mike.
Light concentration diode.
Good try, good try. LCD also produces beautiful colors. LED means light emitting diode. What is an LCD?
I pass it to Sarai.
Yeah.
Contracting diode?
Liquid crystal display. All right, last question of the game. Dateline for 20 points is as follows. There are a lot of viral diseases that are scourges in the world, like AIDS and Zika. What is the E initialed one?
E. coli.
Not E. coli. What is the E initialed one that is making a comeback in the Congo?
Ebola.
Ebola it is, yes indeed. And Kenmoor goes out with a blaze of glory, but it looks like Greenbelt is headed to the semifinals. We'll be back with a wrap-up in just one moment. One word, remarkable. What a day here on Science Bowl. Hardly any questions missed. What wonderful young people we have here today. We're really proud of all of them. Our final tally today is Kenmoor 215. What a comeback they had. Greenbelt 280. Greenbelt, congratulations. You are going to the semifinals. You'll be playing against Martin Luther King, Benjamin Tasker, and Walker Mill. So congratulations to Mike and Chloe and Noah, Miss Pagunson. Bring them all to the same team back. Also, we've got our alternates back there, Fiona and Maya and Robin and Ruby and Hannah. And over there at Kenmoor, a nice round of applause for John and Mizan and Sarai. Beth Novick, Beth, thank you for being part of this. As always, you gave us one of the best games of the season, and we hope you'll join us for the middle school final. We'll see you then. I'm Dave Zarin. Bye-bye.